to Season 2, Episode 1 of the 3 Counting Out podcast. Breaking news at the top of the episode. Turns out Sam Darnold regressed just like everyone thought he would, and he did it at the most perfect time possible. Welcome to the Detroit episode. My name's Jackal, and with me is my starting running back and backup tight end. Gentlemen, introduce yourself.
I will say this. If you are not a Detroit fan, and if you are especially a Minnesota fan, you are not going to like this episode. Hi, I'm FGK.
What are you talking about? We're going to speak so highly of the Detroit Lions. Hi, I'm Mike.
Yeah, I see what he did there. It was a little
How's it
right at
going?
the end.
Mm-hmm.
Finally! FGK, I can tell you're sweating through the microphone right now. We've waiting for your opportunity to jump at the bit. Finally, into Sunday Night Football. Carrie Underwood said it best. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. 14-2, Minnesota Vikings, Detroit Lions in Detroit, Michigan, for the 1 seed, for the North, for the bye week, for home field advantage, and finally, somebody beats those purple incarnation of Satan bastards, and that somebody's name is Jahmyr Gibbs, getting 4 TDs, player of the game, knocking off the Vikings 31-9 in dominating fucking fashion, giving the Lions the division, giving the Lions the 1 seed. And unfortunately, much to the chagrin of FGK, we are not NFC champions just yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Before Kevin takes over, my favorite thing, because unfortunately I had to wake up to this, was scrolling through X and seeing Jahmyr Gibbs takes the touchdown leader at 18. Scratch that. 19. Scratch that. 20.
20! We'll figure it out eventually. You can quit fucking scoring.
This is definitely going to be the game that we talk about. Overall, I think it was a great game. I like how the first half was actually pretty close. Like, that's kind of how I pictured the whole game going. And then that second half, we just popped the fuck off. Okay, so now that I have learned what NFC... I thought going in, it was like, oh, number 1 seed means you won the North. I thought that's how that meant. It basically is just a really good... You get a bye. It's pretty much what we got compared to last year. Like, that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because last year, at this point last year, we would be getting ready to play the Rams.
Okay. It feels weird that regular season football is now over. I don't like it. My Sundays have already gotten sadder. And it's only been a day.
It's came and went already. It feels like literally fucking yesterday we were sitting here talking about the Sunday Night Football rematch.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm getting a little indigestion thinking about it. My goodness. David Montgomery fucking being a goddamn freight train running through the Rams on Sunday Night Football. And now we're sitting here talking about Sonic gashing them for 4 TDs on Sunday night. Okay, now that I've just realized it, I got a fun fact for you guys.
Ooh.
I think the Lions are the only team this year to have a perfect record in primetime games.
And this season
awesome.
They were the only undefeated team on the road.
And the only undefeated team on the fucking road. Fuck you, Kansas, you bitches. Sick of it, dude. No, it's good. It's very good, all of this. So, we won our division. We are the winners of the NFC North, which I've told you is Chicago, Minnesota, Green Bay, and us.
Yes.
To be the winners of the NFC means that we would represent them in the Super Bowl.
Right.
For example, last year, the 49ers were the NFC champions because they faced the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Decided to lose again.
I mean, that's not really... that's not on us, because that's not our fault that Brock Purdy forgot how to fucking play football, but we'll see.
Okay, I got you now. So we've never been NFC champions, because we've never gone to a Super Bowl.
Tech in the Super Bowl era, technically, yes. But if you're getting technical, like back in the day when it was just the NFL championship, not necessarily, you know, the Super Bowl, like, you know, the older gentlemen that listen to this podcast will probably say, the Lions were in champs back in '62.
Yeah, I think it was like 68 or something like that, where they were the NFL champions, and then after that, it all just went down.
Fucking Bobby.
And then they got Barry Sanders, and it was like, sweet, they're good again. And then they went back down.
And Calvin Johnson, and we're good again.
Oh.
But we have a pretty damn good chance this year to do so. All we have to do is win whatever game we get first, and then we are back in the NFC title game again in back-to-back years, which is something that I personally was very anxious about happening. I don't know if it was going to happen for sure, but goddamn, dude, we're in the fucking playoffs now. It's so close.
Yeah.
It's so close.
Then,
we can taste it.
Did you see that Terrion Arnold said he wants to be back in time for the playoff game?
It's so frustrating with him. I know he's just a kid still, but Jesus Christ. Brother, you got carted off. You have a boot on. Clearly you're hurt. Something happened. On Instagram Live and his TikTok account, he's been seen posting videos dancing, doing that funky boogaloo on his hurt leg.
Jesus.
I don't know how serious the injury is. I don't think anybody's come out and said anything about it just yet, but he's feeling good enough to shake that funky music, white boy. So hopefully he's doing pretty good. The thing that makes me feel better about it is that Carlton Davis, the one who broke his jaw in the middle of a football game, should be able to be back for this one if Terrion is not.
Okay. Having Anzalone back, I think definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
Baby.
Well, I mean, he was the tackle leader of the night. He led in, I think, pressures too.
Yeah, he came back with a vengeance.
Yeah, they went, well, we thought he was going to come back, but not this fast.
That's what happens when you got Alex Anal Zone.
Who sounds weird when it's like that? I'd like to bring it up again. I brought it up before. I think it's fantastic. It's great even. I love the fact that this honestly wasn't a heavily penalized game, yet obviously still Vikings versus refs because you need an excuse to lose, not just because your team sucks.
Christ.
Apparently there was some missed, false starts that weren't, not false start, delay of games that weren't called against the Vikings, but those don't count, I guess. And now that they've lost, it's either the Vikings fans have been split in two. It's always Vikings versus refs. This is how it's always been. And the people who have said, you know what, that Sam Darnold, fuck him. I always hated him. I didn't like him anyway.
Well, so the thing that gets me is, like, I always thought that Justin Jefferson, of all people, was kind of like a more level-headed guy. He never really seemed like he complained much or talked shit much. I mean, he did if he was in a game like a superstar would do, but he never bitched. And he was a guy, well, they got away with a lot of pass interference calls, so he's like, that's why, I did so bad. And it's like, really? You're going to complain and talk shit now? So I hope that comes, I hope we see him again and just fucking dog walk him again.
He's
be like, what's the excuse this time now, bud?
He's very much like an Odell Beckham Jr. in my opinion. Like when he's doing good, he's like the nicest person on earth. He's so sweet. Oh my god, everybody loves Justin Jefferson. But when Justin Jefferson is doing bad, holy shit, you can fucking see it on his face. That dude is the biggest prima donna in the fucking NFL, I swear to God. Well, no, hold on. I think one of his teammates might be up there too, because the way that one of them was acting really pissed me off, and that'd be the former Lion, fucking T.J. Hawkinson, dude.
Really? What was he saying?
I want to play for the Vikings because I want to play for something real.
I want to be able to play for a winning team for once. T.J. Hawkinson
Okay.
has been on the Vikings for 2 years now and has won a cumulative 0 playoff games and 0 division titles.
Bummer.
Suck a dick, nerd.
Every single time, you can go back and watch, every single time T.J. Hawkinson had a drop last night, he'd immediately look to the ref, and like to the second he had a drop. Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
this is nowhere near the type of player that he was when he was on the Lions. I understand, Kirby Joseph might have put the fucking fear of God into him, but that doesn't mean you got to turn into a big old bitch on the fucking sidelines now. Every single time somebody would hit one of the Vikings players the wrong way, Hawkinson would be going to the ref. Oh, helmet to helmet. Oh, it's a flag. Oh, they'd hit on the ball. I just pissed me off every single time I see it because I'm gonna.
Oh, you don't have to say it.
I'm not gonna. It was very annoying. I'm gonna bite my tongue. It was very, very annoying last night because I need to take a step back and I need to realize that it's okay. The Vikings, they're just silly, goofy little guys goofing around with Sam Darnold.
I
They're
love
just-
that picture that's been going around. We're just a bunch of silly little goofy guys. Oops, 14-2.
We're goofing around on a rebuild year while the Lions are having their best season of all time. Vikings messing around with Sam Darnold on a rebuild year. Why does nobody take the Vikings seriously? Why does nobody take the team seriously? Why does the media take the Vikings seriously? Because this is the narrative that you fucking idiots are pushing! This is the fucking narrative that the media sees, that the fans are talking about. Oh my god, why would we talk about Minnesota? They're just being silly little guys. You are deliberately shooting yourself in the fucking foot and then running around saying, "Oh, guys, my feet hurt. Why do my feet hurt so bad?" I don't fucking know, Pam. How about you quit self-shooting yourself and actually do something productive and say, "Wow, this is a really good year." And our fucking GM spent a shit ton of money in the offseason on our entire defense and Aaron Jones. And we aren't really rebuilding right now. The only reason we say we're rebuilding is because people thought we'd have fucking J.J. McCarthy, the handoff merchant himself, but instead we got bumbling fucking seeing ghost Sam Darnold, and it turns out when Sam Darnold was in San Francisco, he knew how to fucking play football. But no, you have to constantly downplay your success while also wanting to be seen as a threat. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm gonna have a coronary.
I just
I'm gonna
want
have a coronary.
one Vikings fan to hear this and go, well, actually, no. That's not true.
Yeah, you're wrong. So, anyways, I'm so over it. We have to downplay. We got to downplay our success because it shows that, yeah, we didn't really take it that seriously. We weren't really trying that hard. We were just rebuilding with Sam Darnold, even though we spent a fucking ludicrous amount of money in the offseason on our fucking roster. Even though we just spent $2 million tickets to Ford Field to try to sell out to our fans, even though it didn't fucking matter in the long run. Oh, we don't care, though. We're the cool guys. We don't care that much. I'm gonna fucking blow a goddamn gasket, dude. Hold on, someone else talking.
That's its own thing. That's fantastic. Where they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna show them. We're gonna buy 2,000 tickets. We're gonna out loud Ford Field." Okay, I'm sure. And they basically half the people who bought them just resold them anyway. So really, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was kind of just like a normal amount of Vikings fans. Nothing too special. But hey, thanks for the money, bud.
I'm so sick of it. I'm getting into fights on TikTok comments.
I seen. Fantastic.
All these fucking kids that worship Justin Jefferson like he's the second coming of Christ. Amik Robertson is his father. Amik Robertson is Justin Jefferson's daddy. I mean, it doesn't matter. Justin Jefferson's going to get 205 yards with 18 touchdowns against the Lions again, so it's not going to matter. Yeah, sure. Okay, pal. Okay, pal. Okay, pal. Have fun in L.A. Have fun in L.A. We'll see you. We'll see you there. Go. Don't worry. This time they'll actually call the face mask, guys. Don't worry. They'll call the face mask this time. You fucking idiots.
That's another thing where everybody's like, they didn't. That was a safety. That was intentional grounding. So it would have been.
Oh.
You know.
Oh yeah, it would have been 31-11.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you
there
guys
you
would have won. Yeah,
Make you
31-11.
feel better?
That would have been. See? Wow. You know what? I'll fucking give you 2 points. I'll make it 31-13, and it still won't fucking matter. Christ alive! I'm so sick of it with the calls and everything. You're gonna get me worked up again. You were inside the 5-yard line 4 fucking times. Guess how many points you came away with?
It's gonna be a big, fat 0.
9.
Well, I mean, 0 touchdowns, but yeah.
Actually, no. Yeah, I think they kicked 1 field goal from like the 50s. So yeah, I think you got 6. You were inside the 5-yard line 4 times, and you only got 6 points because of it. Yeah, the refs were the problem. Okay, pal. Okay.
It actually got to a point where when I realized they kept going for it on 4th down, I actually got excited. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. I love this. And every time, they fucked it up.
Kevin O'Connell wants to be Dan Campbell so bad.
So bad. He saw all those things online where he's going to get Coach of the Year, and he said, I gotta pump my stats. What do they like? They like going for it on downs.
I gotta go for it on 4th down. I gotta show them that I gotta go down. And then, turns out Sam Darnold, when the lights get a little too bright, he just gets a fucking flu game again or whatever he was sick with. I was gonna say leukemia, but that is very wrong.
Yeah, he's just.
But
oh, he's not the tribal chief.
no, he is not. We'll try to talk about that once we're done with this next bit, because we are 35 minutes away from Raw debuting on Netflix for the first time, gentlemen.
It is
We're
tonight.
very
Holy
close.
shit.
I might cancel my stream just to watch it and enjoy it, because, like we talked about with Era, actually this might have been after you left to go watch the Niners game. This is like a fucking WrestleMania quality card that they're just giving us for free on the first fucking episode on Netflix.
I can't wait for the first F-bomb on WWE TV.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. And it's what's so nice to think about is that this isn't gonna even be like 3 hours either. Like, now that they have no network restrictions, this shit could go for like 3.5, fucking 4. But anyways,
Yeah, I don't think they will. I don't think they'll overstay their welcome.
We'll talk about that in a second. I want to real quick get through this. We'll do a bit of rapid fire. We don't need to give our full, super in-depth reasoning just yet. And Kevin, since I see now that you have a little bit of free time on your hands, do you mind being the games master? And we could do our NFL playoff predictions, because the field is set.
I'm ready.
Wildcard weekend will be happening tonight after this episode comes out. I think none of us really got too much correct last year, because the joke was too good to pass up. The Browns kind of ruined everybody's predictions, unfortunately. So hopefully this year we can get, a bit more right.
Before we actually start, well, who do you guys feel more confident playing in 2 weeks? Rams or Vikings again?
Well, there's a good chance that we play neither of those teams.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Don't we have to face?
Nope.
No.
Because we play the lowest remaining seed. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You smelling what I'm sniffing?
Oh, so right now it would be...
Get those playoff predictions pulled up. I'll go first. This time.
Okay. All right, I got them.
All right, walk me through it.
All right, we're going to start on the AFC side. We got I want to say, I hope this means they're going there, but I'm not really sure. But it looks like the Denver Broncos are headed to Buffalo to face the Bills.
Buffalo, easy. This one should not even be close.
Yeah, this should be Josh Allen redemption tour.
Yeah. This one's pretty easy. Yeah, we could all just do them at the same time, just save on time too, and just kind of talk it all about it together.
That
It's gotta be
one's
Buffalo.
yeah, that one's pretty easy.
Because that's an easy one. It's Buffalo.
If Denver somehow wins that, I will schnit my shorts.
Which this kind of parlays a little bit into my future picks, but if you remember correctly, gentlemen, Buffalo has had a pretty easy divisional or wild card game. What feels like for the past 3-4 years now, they've consistently just sort of had a cakewalk the first round in the wild card for the past couple of years, and I think this might come back to bite them in the ass again this year too. We'll see. Next game.
All right.
I didn't real quick before we jump along. I didn't see the game. Did Buffalo sit their players or did they actually play?
Yeah,
this week?
Josh Allen played one snap, and that's all I know.
Okay.
Yeah, he played the opening snap to maintain his starting streak with the Bills.
All right, this should be what I also believe is going to be a super easy game. Pittsburgh traveling to the Ravens, and how they're going to get their... I'm surprised Pittsburgh even got into the playoffs, to be honest, so it's going to be Ravens.
Yeah, Baltimore easy here. Pittsburgh's been on such a fucking awful skid as of late, which sucks for them. They had a really good start to the season.
Yeah.
But
they started with Justin Fields. Then they went to Russell Wilson, who started off fine, and then all of a sudden he's kind of regressing back to Russell Wilson standard. And so, yeah, I think it's going to be Ravens. Lamar Jackson's probably going to rush for 100. Derrick Henry's probably going to rush for like 150. Yeah.
Russell Wilson peaked at Broncos ride, Let's Country.
No, he definitely peaked in Seattle. He was great. And then once they kicked him to the curb like he was, trash, they literally went, "Here, Broncos, we don't want him anymore. Give us $2."
I also like how Pittsburgh has had the complete opposite of what the Bengals did, where like they start off strong, finished weak, yet somehow squeaked in, instead of starting off weak, killing it in the second half, and not being able to squeak in. Like they barely got in. They barely got in. So they are going to get destroyed by the Ravens.
We'll do a quick fun little side bet. Does George Pickens fight anybody this game? I'm going to say yes.
I hope so.
I think after his injury, he's toned down a little. I think all of a sudden he's feeling a little vulnerable.
Oh, no, he's been neutered.
Oh, no. They took away his fighting spirit.
Oh, no.
I think they did. I think that's why they're losing. All of a sudden, George Pickens stopped fighting people.
That's great.
There you go, Tomlin. We figured it out for you.
Yeah.
This I also feel like would be an easy game. I don't really know, though, because I don't know really shit about either of these two teams, except one of them I hate the head coach.
Texans, Chargers?
Yeah. I guess Chargers, just because every time I see them, they're doing good.
Yeah, the Texans team has been so wonky, even though they have all the tools you need on offense to succeed. Their defense is trash, and their wide receivers have bones made of paper. So...
R.I.P. Tank Dell. We'll see you next year, maybe.
So it's probably going to be the Chargers.
Okay.
It's Chargers, 100%. Texans shit-dicking their way into the playoff. The only reason they're in the playoffs is because their competitors for their division are the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Tennessee Titans, and the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, they had God.
Essentially a free pass to the playoffs this year, and they were 100% going to get first round.
I want to be in that division so bad.
Yeah.
All right. So out of these three teams, so we put Chargers, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, very definitively. Out of those,
Baltimore, Buffalo.
Yeah, Chargers, Ravens. Oh yeah, Chargers, Ravens.
Yeah, there you go.
Buffalo. Sorry. So as it sits right now, the lowest of those three winning teams will face Chiefs.
City.
Okay. So right now, that would be the Chiefs would go against...
The
Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers. Okay.
Which I don't mind, because Jim has gotten essentially one play away from beating Kansas City both times he's played them so far.
Yeah.
It's very, very close with the Chargers and Kansas City. However, I'm going to do the smart thing this year for my pick'ems, which I did not want to do last year. Of course Kansas City's going to win. Of course Kansas City's going to win. It's
Yeah.
Kansas City in the playoffs. It's a different fucking monster. And until somebody not named Joe Burrow can beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, Kansas City's going to win.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll say Chargers, Chiefs. We all have the Chiefs go winning their first
Are
playoff
we
game.
are we picking that too?
Might as well. You know?
Okay, yeah. I mean, the Chiefs always hold off for the playoffs, and all of a sudden Patrick Mahomes is going to start throwing for 300 yards again, which he didn't do all season. So.
Yep, he's gonna fucking remember how to play football in the playoffs, just like Mike said he was going to. As soon as the playoffs ended last year, he said Kansas City's gonna shit dick their way through the regular season, and as soon as the playoffs show up, they're gonna turn it on to a new level, and he's gonna be fucking right again. I just feel it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So then, if we have that going, between Buffalo and Ravens, which should be a really good game, who do you have?
This one's interesting because Baltimore bent over Buffalo this year. Like, it was not even close when Baltimore and Buffalo played. However, it was in Baltimore.
And this would be in
Buffalo, since Buffalo is the 2 seed. Okay. I'm gonna lean knowing that Lamar is basically the opposite of Patrick Mahomes, where he is elite throughout the regular season, but as soon as the playoffs show up, boy oh boy, those lights are too bright for him.
He gets Butterfingers.
I'm gonna lean.
He Dak Prescott's
Buffalo.
himself.
Oh no.
I'm gonna lean Buffalo, and I, however, will not be surprised if Baltimore wins. So I'm gonna be like 60-40 Buffalo-Baltimore here.
Okay, so you think? All right, I think I would put Buffalo over here only because I really do feel like there's only one hope to beat the Chiefs, and that may be Buffalo.
I've watched Baltimore piss away their playoffs for a long time, and hopefully for their sake, adding Derrick Henry as a weapon is going to change that. Will it? I don't know. But, and I think you guys are probably right, but I'm going to pick Baltimore this time. Just on the outside hope that, hey, maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. You never know.
They might win. Hopefully. Who knows? I don't. I didn't.
My last pick, real easy. Again, Josh Allen has had. Everybody's saying this fucking Buffalo team is a team of destiny. Josh Allen has had countless chances to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, but has he ever done it? Fuck no, bud. McDermott and Josh Allen have both always folded in the playoffs whenever they have a chance to knock off the guy. And until you can beat the man, you cannot be the man. So I think as much as everybody loves Josh Allen and wants to see him into the playoffs and into the Super Bowl, it's going to be Kansas City again.
Okay.
Oh,
until they can prove it to me otherwise, it's going to be Kansas City.
So you basically have Kansas City just going all the way to Super Bowl again.
Yep.
God damn it.
Because I didn't do it last year, and I should have fucking done it. So this year, I'm not making the same mistake.
Yeah, maybe that'll work. Maybe you'll be so right that you're wrong, and they won't make it.
See, hey, reverse psychology, right?
Yeah. All right. So that one's pretty. So all right. So that's laid out then. So you have in everything you have the Chiefs going all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
All right. Hope to
Not
God
proud
you're
of it,
wrong.
but,
I get it. I just hope you're wrong. Now we move over to the NFC. We're gonna start with Green Bay. Somehow, thank God they started off strong. Headed to the Eagles, and I think we can all agree that yes, the Eagles are probably gonna win.
Eagles got first rounded last year because since Mr. Philadelphia is not here, I can comfortably say it. They ended the season. Well, actually, no, he'd agree with me. Last year, the Eagles were fucking atrocious. They were what Pittsburgh was, but worse.
Yeah.
Last year, Philadelphia ended the season like wet fucking baby shit, dude. It was so bad. This year, however, with the addition of a Mr. Saquon Barkley, they are looking much, much, much better. Are they as untouchable as people claim them to be? I'm going to go ahead and say signs point to no, But however, I think they are good enough to beat the Packers at home in a Brazil rematch from Week 1. Give me Philadelphia to make it to the second round.
Yeah, Philadelphia. I agree.
I think Philly's gonna fucking dog walk them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think, especially now that Jordan Love has a boo boo.
Oh.
Yeah. Malik has a boo boo apparently.
Malik Willis got its fucking clot clean during the damn Bears game, dude. That was a
Bubba.
good hit. That was a great hit. But yeah, no, we're all in agreement.
All right.
Philly, moving on.
So now we have the Washington Commanders versus the Matthew Stafford Rams. Who you got?
Nope. Try again.
Who? L.A. Rams.
Nope.
That's not a
Nope.
Los Angeles Chargers.
That's not.
No,
not
the
the
Commanders
LA part
are facing the
wrong.
Buccaneers.
Thank you, Mike.
Right?
Wait, what'd I say?
He said, and now for the Commanders versus the Rams. Oh, nope, sorry, the L.A. Rams. Oh, nope, sorry, the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the Commies versus the Bucks, Kevin. Tampa Bay. Shit.
Then this is wrong.
This game is going to be... I'm looking straight at ESPN, so I'll just do it.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, the others were right. The AFC was right.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
probably some unpaid intern yucked it up.
But,
It's like...
I mean,
LA
this is going to be an
Rams.
interesting one because both teams have kind of caved towards the end of the season. It should be the Commanders.
You have the Commanders going
right?
over.
It's a Week 1 rematch. The Commanders and the Bucks did play each other at the beginning of the season this year, and the Bucks won handedly. However, that was a fully healthy Buccaneers roster, which they definitely do not have anymore because Chris Godwin's leg, turns out, is made out of Lego bricks. So they are lacking a good amount of people on that roster again. Granted, the Commanders aren't 100% healthy either, but they at least still have their players on the field, which is something that the Buccaneers cannot say. I think that the Commanders' offense does enough to keep them in the game, and I don't think the Buccaneers' offense is good enough to keep them hanging around. I like the Commanders here and kind of like a sloppy game that barely squeaks them by into the next round, and the Buccaneers end up getting first rounded.
I mean, I don't really know. This is like the one game where actually I don't know enough about these teams to really give a solid guess. I think the Bucks might pull it out, though. I think I'd have Bucks going over Commies.
Okay.
I hope you're right because I've liked watching the Buccaneers team this year. You know, they have kind of been beaten up, they've been battered. I think Commanders though. I think that team has a little bit of Jaden Daniels is doing real good. And unless that Buccaneers defense actually shows up this game, which they take some games off, I think Commanders are taking it.
Okay. So now we got everybody's favorite game, the Minnesota Vikings. America's most hated team because the refs don't like them, and it's not because your team sucks. It's because of the refs. Tell yourself whatever you need to tell yourself. Vikings versus Matthew Stafford's LA Rams.
Better. There you go.
There it is.
Fixed it.
Whoever wins this one, I don't fucking care. The Lions come out on top because I just enjoying seeing these two teams cannibalize themselves because whoever wins means we don't have to play the loser, and I would love to not play one of these two teams. That'll make me feel all the warm fuzz on the inside. It's I just don't care. Like I think you know what? For the sake of picking something, give me the Rams.
Yeah, I was going to say the Rams,
Vikings.
too.
Get 'em outta
I
here.
really think the Vikings are going to be, like... I don't think they're... I mean, maybe they'll come back with, like, a vengeance. Like, we lost, but we're back in. I honestly feel like they're going to be like, man, we lost. Thanks a lot, Sam. And then
I think
they're going to lose.
One thing I forgot to talk about is the other reason I felt so. I would say so confident. I felt fairly confident about the Lions winning. It's just watching how Minnesota celebrated their win over the Packers. How they. I don't know if you guys saw the locker room celebration.
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl.
They won the Super Bowl, and like they each got a fucking $2 billion bonus. They all just found out that they were all gonna start having sex. They all just, oh my god, they were all going to Disney World. They all said, all right, let's all bukkake Sam Darnold at the same time. They just started losing their fucking minds.
I did see that, yeah. I was like, all this for a Packers game?
That gave me hope that the Lions were gonna win, and I feel like that was the peak of their season. Yeah, I kind of like the Rams here a lot.
I would have loved to see the video of when they got to the locker room yesterday.
Ooh, real quiet.
Real quiet.
Real quiet. Not making a lot of noise.
I'm kind of going the opposite way. I think this was hopefully for them, I don't give a fuck about it, the smack in the mouth they needed where they were like, oh, we're gonna beat them, come on. And then they got their shit pushed in, and their offense couldn't do a goddamn thing. And I think they're going to come out with some aggression against the LA Rams, like a drunk dad coming home after the bar. You know
no.
Yeah.
No.
It's going to be like that. And
no. Sam, please, I'm too young.
Matt Stafford's going to be the guy that didn't get the dinner on the table in time.
Oh, he didn't take the meat out of the freezer.
Oh, he's Cody Rhodes.
Oh, no.
They hate
it
and
love it
at the
and I
same
hate
time.
it at the same time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, give me the Vikings, man. I think, because it's either that or they're going to take Sam Darnold out back and, old yeller him.
The Jets just got a new spot open. We're going to ship you off there.
Oh, no, that's where he started.
Oh, no. All right, so I think that's the only one we're actually, split on. So using that, I think we can all agree. So it's going to be... Wait, no, I think we also said Bucks and Commanders, we have a different opinion.
Yeah, we're kind of split there, too.
Let's say... All right, so Eagles we all agree on. Eagles versus... We'll do both. Eagles versus Commanders. Who would you have? And then we'll do Eagles versus Bucks.
Nope. That's not... You are doing... Bless your
Mike,
heart. You're
can you
trying
take
your
over?
best.
I'm officially confused. Now I'm doing
Trying your
hypotheticals, and I might bring over too good.
Because the Lions are the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh.
And that means we would play the lowest remaining seed.
Right. So
So it'd be either Eagles Bucks or Eagles Rams.
So we face the Commanders or Minnesota.
And that's why I want the Commanders to win. Because, in my opinion, Washington coming to Detroit is a buy one, get one free pass to the fucking NFC Championship game. We match up against the Commanders real fucking well. Real well. They just say, okay, we have Scary Terry.
And that's about it?
And Scary Terry. It's just Terry McLaurin, and then that ragtag, Island of Misfit Toys defense. I am not scared of the Commanders in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
And since I think they're good enough to beat Tampa, I don't think they're good enough to come into Ford Field because we're going to be the best team that they play all season. I think we fucking dog walk Washington and get an easy fucking second pass into the NFC title game.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's sum it up real quick. Who do you think is going to end up at the NFC title pick?
Lions Eagles. That's why I also didn't care about who won Rams Viking, because the winner of that game, if the Commanders win, the winner of Rams Vikings goes to Philadelphia.
Oof. And I think that Philly crowd is going to be fucking nutty.
We're gonna have to kick Era out of the podcast that week.
Oh yeah, the Civil War is coming. We talked about it already. The Civil War is on its way. The counted out Civil War.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree on the fact that it's probably going to end up being Lions Eagles, unless one of our teams chokes in a real bad way.
Yeah.
Real fucking embarrassing fashion.
So,
Which, if it's the Lions, fuck. If it's the Eagles, well,
well, shit happens.
He's not here. We can say it.
yeah.
So that being said, now that he's not here to defend himself, even though he'd agree with us because he knows we're right, if it goes down to that, Eagles, Lions, for the title, the chance to go all the way, who do we have going?
Lions, heartbeat. Ford Field is the difference maker. Where Santa Clara was the difference maker for the Niners, Ford Field is the difference maker. Philly has not played in an environment like Ford Field all fucking season.
Okay.
All season. Era, I'm sorry. You guys had a really good record this year. The teams you played, the road games you had an awfully easy fucking cakewalk of a goddamn schedule this year. I'm sorry. The Giants, shit. The Cowboys, shit. The Commanders were the only team that gave you a fit. Oh boy, you beat the Steelers on their fucking skid. Oh boy, you beat the Bengals while they were starting 4-8. We both lost to the Bucks. I was not impressed with the games that the Eagles played this year. Their best win, in my opinion, was the Rams. The same team that the Lions beat. Granted, they did beat the Rams in LA, but here, now that I have it pulled up, let's see. Let's check. Let's check the vaunted Eagles schedule this year. Beating the Packers, losing to the Falcons, barely beating the Saints, losing to the Buccaneers, barely beating the Browns, beating the Giants, beating the Bengals, barely beating the Jaguars, beating the Cowboys, beating the Commanders, beating the Rams. That was a good win. Oh, sorry, your other good win. Beating the Ravens. That was a good one. Almost losing to the Panthers, beating the Steelers again, losing to the Commanders, playing the fourth string Dallas Cowboys, and your second string almost lost to the Giants, 20-13. So I don't think the Eagles. They played two teams with a winning record this year, essentially. So I think the lights would be too bright for Sirianni and Ford Field, just like they were when they went up against the fucking Niners when they knew what they were doing. I like the Lions here, and I like them in a very, very close game.
We honestly just need a few Lions fans to start talking to Nick Sirianni, and then he'll lose all focus and start talking to them.
Blow a fucking blood vessel.
There's one thing the Lions will have to do that game. Stop Saquon.
That's
Game
it.
one.
That's it. 100%.
I mean,
because
look,
if
that's
Jalen's back
exactly
and
what
healthy,
happened at their last game. As soon as they stopped the running game and gave, Jalen Hurts a concussion, the threat level really went down.
Went from a nice bright red to like a lukewarm piss yellow.
Yeah.
Ooh, like that pee you after you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if that one's lukewarm. I think that one's like a very bright, vibrant, like Gatorade yellow type of piss.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think we come down to Kansas City, Detroit.
Yeah, it's Kansas City, Detroit in the Super Bowl. I remember my bit last year was that I was the script writer. Turns out last year was actually our Empire Strikes Back, and this year will be our Return of the Jedi.
Hey, if that's what it takes. That's what it takes.
That will be, I mean, think about it. 2022 kind of feels like a new hope. 2023 was we got so close, but yet the bad guy won. 2024 is that we go back and face the old enemy that we beat near the end of the first movie, beginning of the second movie. It all comes full circle.
Man, fuck the NFL scriptwriters. Get Hollywood on the phone.
Yeah, baby. So there we go. Outside of a couple games, we're pretty much all in agreement this year. I think it's fairly one-sided how the playoffs are going to go.
And I'm happy that we get a bye. I'm glad we get to rest.
Oh yeah, me too.
The week 5 definitely killed us this year. The week 5 bye.
The one thing that we also haven't mentioned at all, there's a good fucking chance that Aiden Hutchinson comes back at any of these two upcoming games.
If we go all the way, I think
now.
he'll be there.
As much as I would love to see him return, especially if it's like for the Super Bowl, I only want him back if doctors can look at him and be like, your leg is as good, if not better, than when the season started. If they're
Yeah.
going, it's pretty good, don't let him near the field. You can sit on the sideline and be a cheerleader, that's fine. Don't let him do anything fucking else.
Give him a pitch count at the very least. Something small. But we won't know that until next week from this episode, after all the wildcard games have been decided. One other thing that we will know what happened is the College Football National Championship. We'll quick blow foodies, fellas, because it's getting to the point where I want to watch this Raw on Netflix. We got 2 games to decide from: the Orange Bowl, the Cotton Bowl. First up, Notre Dame, Penn State in the Orange Bowl. Who we got?
It's Penn State and who?
Notre Dame.
Oh, you know what? I recently watched that movie, so I'm going to go with Notre Dame.
That's actually mildly understandable. I don't know how Notre Dame's schedule was this year, but I know they blew it against Northern Illinois.
And that's it.
And that's it. And then all of a sudden they got real angry. But Penn State, man, I don't know if they can contest with that Penn State offense. You know what I mean? So I think Penn State takes it. Penn State's playing physical.
This one I feel is both of these games actually. I feel like these are the maybe outside of Oregon getting fucking Ohio State in the Rose Bowl. I feel like these are the 4 best teams in college football this year. I feel like this is pretty much right. Not to talk on the winner's chair, but I personally don't care what happens here because we won the title last year when it was a 14 playoffs. But, neither here nor there. For the sake of conversation, I'm also going to hop on the Penn State bandwagon. I don't want Era to go on this journey alone. Give me the Nittany Lions to make the national championship 1 year after Michigan. And on the other side, on Friday night, the Cotton Bowl Classic, as we see the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the number 3 ranked Texas Longhorns, the Quinn Ewers revenge game. Ohio State, Texas, who we got?
I'm not going to root for Ohio State. Give me Texas all the way.
I would love to agree with you, Kev. I would love to.
Ugh.
But this Ohio State team has been... So I don't know what... They lost to Michigan, and they must have started taking roids. Because this team is fucking different, man. If they don't beat Texas by like 37, I'll be surprised. Give me Ohio State.
Yeah. I want Texas to win. Don't get me wrong, I do. But for the sake of the pick'em, Ohio State is essentially Kansas City in college right now. There's no feasible way that Ohio State should lose this game. However, I do very much want Texas to win. Unfortunately, I will pick Ohio State, and that gives us an Ohio State-Penn State rematch in the title game. But on Kevin's side, that would give us a very interesting matchup of Notre Dame versus Texas.
Ooh.
I don't think I've ever seen that matchup in college football before.
That would be wild.
That'd be a very wild matchup.
I like mine.
I would love for Kevin to be right just because that would be nuts.
The Catholics versus the Cowboys.
Oh my god. Sounds like some WWE type writing.
Right? And speaking of which, Kevin, what an excellent segue.
Thank you.
Raw on Netflix starts in 5 minutes. What are we most excited for, fellas?
I'm excited for Seth Rollins to drop the first F-bomb on WWE television. You're not my fucking tribal chief or something stupid like that. I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do with the time constrictions, honestly. Like, I'm sure it's...
Or lack thereof, you mean?
Ooh,
yeah. Even though, I don't think it's going to go like an hour, but I definitely feel like, see, those 5 extra minutes? Now you don't got to worry about them. Be like, cool, thanks.
You don't have to watch the beginning of Law & Order SVU ever again.
It's like the same thing as AEW does, where they make it seem special when really they're the biggest draw on their channel.
Yeah.
We're gonna be sticking with this match until it's done, and instead of 10, it's 10:03. Instead of 10, it's 10:03. Like, oh no.
Oh no, the college basketball matchup of Eastern Michigan versus Kent State. Oh no. God, whatever will I do?
So,
Yeah.
do you need a Netflix subscription now to watch Raw, or is it free?
Yes.
Really?
No.
No,
a
you
subscription.
need it. Yeah, you need it, man. It's
I
like
will
this.
say, go ahead. You can finish what you were saying.
I
I
was
don't
just
want
gonna
to interrupt.
say it's on the same level as like the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. Fuck's sake, Danny, slow down.
Take a
That
breath.
is like their same subscription pattern. You need to pay for it. You need everything, the whole 9 yards, to be able to watch Raw now.
That's
I
crazy.
think what they did with the football games on Christmas, which absolutely blew fucking basketball out of the water,
Oh my God, they did
to the
numbers.
surprise of no one. I think because it ran perfectly fine for me, I think it'll be a-okay. Um, hopefully. But
And
real quick, if you guys, if there's anybody listening going, I don't know about wrestling, go back and first match you should look up Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd from this Saturday at Wrestle Dynasty. Yeah, that's what it was, Wrestle Dynasty. I mean, you could tell they were probably doing the whole transition of like, all right, we have to have a lot of AEW people lose to make this deal work. But man, that match alone, Gabe Kidd, fucking stud. Kenny Omega coming back. You're like, okay, yep, there was something missing in AEW. Look at that, because it was pretty. And like I said, I said it in our group chat where like Tanahashi after the match was crying because he was so impressed by the match and what Gabe Kidd did and all that stuff. Like the owner of New Japan was crying.
God damn.
Also, shout
Yeah.
out Hiroshi Tanahashi for finally fucking owning New Japan, dude. Good for him. Fucking
And
earn that shit.
if you want to watch something that was mildly off-putting, but also kind of awesome, so Shibata made his return to New Japan for the first time in I think like 3 years. Almost cried coming down the ramp because again he's been away for so long.
Where's he
Um,
been?
and then him and fuck, I can't remember who he faced, so that's on me. Um, they literally stood in front of each other and just chopped and beat the shit out of each other. Didn't do anything else for like 10 minutes.
As one does, of course.
And that's it. And then it went to a time limit draw. They just beat the shit out of each other to a standing ovation, and then both walked off into the sunset.
God, wrestling. Wrestling's so stupid, but wrestling's so fun. You're not going to be able to find anything else like that in entertainment outside of wrestling, dude.
No.
I love it
Yeah.
so much. It's going to be a nice change having WWE on Netflix. It's going to be nice now having this platform to where WWE is going to be on a higher standard. And of course, when your competitors are on a higher standard, that means you got to step your pussy up and actually start performing to a different level too. So hopefully, with WWE moving up, that's going to make TNA try to do better. Which, God bless their hearts, they're going to try.
Hey, guess what?
Huh?
Guess who's getting a TV deal again?
You for living with Mike.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Oh yeah, I mean also I guess TNA too. Maybe.
Lots of butthole stuff.
TNA?
Yes.
TNA.
TNA. Yeah. TNA finally got another TV deal again. Guess what? Working with WWE does pay off.
Do you think that one's gonna be only $1 a month to watch too, or
Sadly, no.
I'm
Damn
canceling
it,
my goddamn subscription.
Yep. Well, yeah. I
was-
mean, you'd have no point to have it now.
I was such a fan of the
Right.
Mike FGK TNA Thursdays, dude. Now it'll never happen again.
I gotta
Damn
watch
it.
TV. Ew.
Oh, TV TNA Thursdays. That doesn't make no sense.
Oh, you
So
wanna know
hopefully,
how much?
yeah, hopefully that
Oh.
means the production value of TNA will go up from the $13 they're spending now, because You ever want to watch what an amateur backstage hour looks like? Yeesh.
There you go. We say that, and the Raw on Netflix has officially started. They have a fucking. I believe they're in the L.A. Coliseum, whatever it was. It looks like they have a red carpet there.
Of course.
Making it such a big fucking deal.
They got drone budget money now.
Oh, yeah, Yahoo!
Oh, boy. New era. Look at this drone.
I'm still going to stake my claim. I know it's such a hot take. The surprise of the Rumble this year has to be Joe Hendry. 100% it's going to be Joe Hendry.
I hope so.
But to real quick wrap up my opinion on it, I just hope Raw on Netflix actually makes WWE give a shit, and it's going to be fun to see all the things they can do now without cable network restrictions. And Hulk Hogan is probably going to say something racist tonight because he's going to get a hot mic, because now he's making beer, and instead of Prime on the ring, it's now Hulk Hogan's American beer.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
He's not making that much money selling that beer to have that.
It's so funny to me how people aren't keeping the same energy with Logan Paul because it's Hulk Hogan. They all fucking hate it when it's Prime on the ring, but as soon as it's something that, oh my god, it's a WWE guy doing it, now it's okay. Huh?
No, it's not okay when either do it.
like just because you like Hulk Hogan doesn't make this any more okay than Prime. I don't want Hulk Hogan's shitty beer on the ring, dude. I don't care.
I don't want either.
Well, and again, like, we're just going to be cool with a dude that objectively fired somebody once he... Who are you? Oh, I'm your publicist. You're black. And then fires her.
Bye.
Yikes. But hey, we're just gonna gloss over that.
But
huh?
hey, about that beer.
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay. He gave Hunter a blank check and went, "Just do what you need to do, brother. I want some free publishing and a hot mic tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I also want a live
fucking
microphone
shit,
too."
Yeah. Damn it. I'm on my way.
Yeah, get the chop. You need to go to LA, sir.
So, where they're at right now, like, this is basically a pay-per-view.
Essentially. Like, it's the same level, remember back in the day, like, Raw, what was it, like, Raw 30, or whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah.
Like, just huge, star-studded, name after name, segment after segment. I have a feeling that's pretty much what tonight is going to be.
Okay.
I think at this point, we've covered the playoffs, we've covered the college playoffs, we've covered a little bit of WWE. Gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I think my palate is cleansed. I want to sit down and watch this star-studded Monday Night Raw, if that's all right with you.
I think
I think
it's
that
time.
sounds like a good idea.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the Season 2 premiere of the 3 Counted Out podcast. Don't worry, FGK. We'll try to figure out how to set it as the Season 2 premiere together, because Era's still sucking down martinis on a pretend beach in the middle of Philadelphia somewhere.
What a loser. Just hanging out with a bunch of mippers or whatever.
Yeah, the Muppets. Dude.
Yeah.
They're fucking weird. With that being said, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that 5-star button, because we are a 5-star podcast. Also, I'll beg for it a little bit, please. Could you make it 5 stars? If we get anything less than 5 stars, Mike breaks out the belt. It's
You
not
said
pleasant.
you like that.
Yeah, we
Well,
might.
Mike, shh, Mike. No, you're not supposed to tell him that.
Saying
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah,
4.9 stars. It's like,
No, well, actually, hold on. I think Kevin might get the belt too. You can do it for Kevin to get, not me.
oh god. Well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And now, with Spotify updating, like Era had said last week in the Season 1 finale, you can now leave comments on both mobile and the desktop versions of Spotify, where we'll have a little conversation about what you guys were saying this time next week, talking about the playoffs, talking about the Lions, talking about how the Lions are going to be the Eagles in the playoffs. You can say whatever you want. We are also over on YouTube at 3 Counted Out Podcast, where we will be posting some gameplay videos, reaction videos, all the sorts. You can hit that subscribe button, comment down below, hit that like button, all the sorts over there. We're wherever you find your podcast. We're on Twitter. We're on Blue Sky. we're right behind you. With
I knew that was you over my shoulder.
all of that being said, I'm also right behind you as well. Hi. Oh, you smell like petunias. Your lotion's doing wonders for you, dearie. You can also find me over at twitch.tv/JackalJoker or youtube.com/JackalJoker.
If you also don't like the Vikings, then you could find me at youtube.com/FireGuyKev, where, there's probably not a lot of football content on there. There's maybe a little bit, not a lot, but that's not important. The point is, we got to stick together and screw the Vikings.
There you go. Stick it to them.
Yeah, stick it to them.
That's what teach them.
If you like me, just listen to this. That's where you should listen to me, or watch their stuff, because I might be there sometimes. If you don't like me, that's okay. I am apparently Hulk Hogan's hot mic, so...
Yeah, he is. Ooh, hot mic. Hey. Love it. Man, this is, do you guys have it pulled up? Did you see the stupid fucking shower curtain Triple H was standing behind?
Yeah, and then when it dropped, he was just standing there, and then all I see is Fortnite.
So dumb. Oh yeah, Fortnite's the centerpiece, by the way.
God damn.
Again, that's the cool one. That's okay because it's not Logan Paul. Got it.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
It should be, this is the only thing the man did right. But him keeping logos off the canvas, I still think is way more preferable than just slapping Prime, Fortnite, beer.
You know what? Where's... Hey there, brother. It's me, Hulk Hogan here.
Oh my God,
Joker.
it's Hulk Hogan.
Oh, brother, man, have you tried my... Here, let me come on into the podcast. What? Wait, what are you telling me? You gotta pin me real quick? Oh, God just knocked out Hulk Hogan. Guys, I got him covered.
Good.
I got Hulk covered
all right,
for the pin.
I got you. Ready?
Hey.
No, wait. You hit him too.
Oh, I'll send him back here. Oh, there he goes. Down again.
There we go.
Okay, I got him covered again. Pin him.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, now it's over. Oh, I can't believe we blew our first guest appearance.
Oh, hey.
Beat the shit
The
out
Rock's
of him.
there.
No, he's not in my room. It's Hulk Hogan passed out on the floor or whatever.
Are you sure? They kind of look the same.
No, I see The Rock.
No,
Oh,
he
he's
just
got
hates
his-
black people. He's
Oh.
not black.
Oh, good. He's got that little rinky-dink title still.
Oh, the Muhammad Ali title.
Muhammad Ali gave this to me personally.
God, nothing tells me your ego's too out of whack when you're carrying around a title that doesn't actually mean anything.
You know, Muhammad Ali said, float like a flutterby and sting like a goo.
Here, have this. You can have this too.
I don't know if that's right.